Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. We are deep below the ground, and yet there appears to be stars everywhere overhead. We are in the, I always say Siofra, almost like the I is silent, S-I-O-F-R-A. Siofra River Well. It's not the most well-concealed or secret place, but still, stumbling upon this elevator and coming down here for the first time was really awesome. Just breathtaking stuff. Especially when the structure of the elevator shaft falls away and you get that look out to the stars the first time. Oh my god, it's brilliant. And this whole subterranean zone is one big mystery to us. We haven't seen anything quite like this. In fact, the only underground zone that we have been to so far, other than this, was that time that we briefly got teleported to Mohg's palace from Varre's quest. So the first question is, who are all of these dudes? They look like the miners in Celia Crystal Caves mining for glintstone. But also, they have kind of a Bloodborne aesthetic, don't they? They look like the Witches of Hemwick with their eyes covered in their backs covered in eyes. Oh yeah, that really gets work done on the crowds. They're starting to get close though. Oh. Ooh, yeah, that's the danger of madness. Is that when it does... Oop, that's a little bit out of range, and it did not finish him. When it does proc, you get stuck in place for a moment on top of the burst of damage that you take. We'll be a little bit careful about you. Oh, that was too early. Okay. Always a fun way to finish fights. These guys, I believe, are made out of clay, according to the description of a spell that we'll be picking up in a few minutes. Oh, and we get some soap under the waterfall. Good, we could use a good bath. These clay men are formerly priests. Oop, hello. I don't think this is terribly useful for me, but we did need a little bit of a top off. And now there's a lot of platforming that we can do up here. And in fact, I believe this is where we are going to get that spell that I was just talking about. Once we head all the way around. Oh, that's a lot of bloodstains, huh? Then up here. These claymen will do some new stuff. Like blow bubbles at us. The bubbles do explode, as you saw. And as a spell, it's actually pretty good. You can cast it while moving. It tracks pretty decently. The damage is not terrible. It's pretty quick to cast. Also, there's a weapon art. There are multiple weapon art versions of that I cannot wait for. I love them. I love them so much. Alright, I'm not going to make that jump because I know there's nothing good over there on the other side. On the other hand, if we make a jump from here... You can already hear the chime. It's right down there on that central pillar. Whoop! It's almost a little bit too far. Oh no! Still, this is fine? There's our Oracle Bubble spell. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Escape with a bubble, bubble, bubble. And this area is just kind of like a little annex to the main area that we're going to. And Oracular Bubble was the main thing that we wanted to grab on our way there. Oh, hey, it's another statue of our good friend Elden John as he's, Oh, hello. Come on now. Really needed that double jump. Elden John as he's, becoming known in the community. But it is interesting that we find a statue of him down here. The last place that we saw him was above ground in Liurnia at the Temple of Old, or the old palace ruins. And that was far above ground. We're going to be taking this elevator up, but it's not going to bring us all the way back to the surface. This is just a little transition to get us out into the valley. And what's in here? What's this? What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? What's this? There's white things in the air. I will not stop. Is it really apparent that I've been rewatching that movie lately? Oh, that's got to be one of my all-time favorites. And it just grows on me more and more over the years. Oh, now I just need a good excuse to sing my favorite song from the movie, which is the Oogie Boogie song. It's that, and it's right up there with This Is Halloween. Because everybody loves This Is Halloween. Oh, good. That's very... Oh, yeah. That's a cool detail. When lightning strikes water, it creates a little ripple of an AoE. And also, more damage. Lightning attacks also do more damage when it's raining, too. All that for some crab eggs and for some herba. Herba. But now we are much, much closer to what we came here for. Including a really pretty view. One of the things that we came here for, at least. The effect of being able to stare up at the cosmos from all the way down here underground is so cool. And so for the next little while, we are going to be doing a brazier lighting puzzle. And hopefully avoiding all of these ancestral followers. The melee ones, not so bad. Those are not the ones we are worried about dodging. For the moment, though, this land is peaceful. Its inhabitants kind. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total braziers. First of which is now lit, and if we come up to this body lying against the obelisk right out front, we can pick our map fragment up and also get a wonderful, wonderful sight. The Hallowhorn hunting grounds. This fallen stag with all of these flowers blooming off of its antlers. I love it down here. I love it down here. It's one of the prettiest areas in the game. There are so many little nooks and crannies to explore as well. This is the bow of the ancestral followers. Inverted hawk is the emblem of the company of slaves ordered to explore the Eternal City. Something that we're on the hunt for Ronnie's quest. Master hunters of the ancestral followers made from animal horn. Sometimes the really illuminating stuff is not where you expect it to be. Like in the item description for the bows of the enemies unique to this area. Oh, hello. Oh, wait. Oh, they are not, the true power of those bows is not shining through because they're not usually using magic arrows. Those are floating, wandering orbs of lightning. Don't get too close to them. This place has, big vibes of the Zone from Roadside Picnic. There's just some extremely bizarre shit that if you get within proximity of it, it will murder you. It shouldn't be, but it is, and it's your problem now as you traverse this place. Don't get close to the sentient lightning. Like the zones of gravity that'll just pancake you. Axe made from a herbivore's skull, weapon of the ancestral followers who disdain metal. This axe is more of a bludgeon. It forgoes a bladed edge, instead using the beast's molar teeth to buffet foes. I feel like I hear something getting close to me. Maybe not. That's a very grime weapon, though. Damn. By the way, grime is quite good. I feel like all these 2D Metroidvania Souls-like games that have been coming out, they're finally starting to really get good. Like, they're starting to get refined, which I'm very excited about. Because, like, Ender Lilies was really fun. The updates they did to Death's Door made that game quite fun. Grime is maybe the best out of all of them so far, out of all these 2D Souls-likes that have come out. It's definitely got an art style that I've never seen before. Or, like, a lot of visual design elements that I've not seen. That reminds me, I also need to get back to Blasphemous. Too bad a lot of the 3D ones have been so disappointing. Aside from... Oh, I want to play more Immortal Shell. That game really grabbed me. I think there's a lot of potential in that. For the moment, though, we are playing Elden Ring, which is also a video game. Let's not stick around with the Miranda Blooms. We'll actually come back here, but we're going to be dropping down from above. Oh, okay. I love it when they try to pull some shit. You can never trust them. And while in search of all of these different braziers that we have to light, we're just going to thoroughly explore the whole area. And do our best to avoid getting shot. Thankfully, I don't think it's going to be until we get a little bit deeper into the woods that gun violence is going to become a threat. You'll see. We'll get there. For now, we have to deal with herbivore bludgeon violence. Oh, and a backhand. The stiff backhand. Okay, they do not stagger easily enough for that. But they are quite slow. So getting around behind them, not a big problem. And the stars look exactly like the type of stars that we saw in the Graven Mass room back in Raya Lucaria. A lot of minor things, but a lot of things worth having. This, by the way, you can tell is going to take us above that Miranda flower. And there is a whole ass merchant over here.
Ooh, oh, a customer.
Who is... Oh, he has some soap too. How nice. Those are always the first things I go for, are stone sword keys and larval tears.
Goodbye.
We have kind of a surplus. We have kind of a surplus of stone sword keys at the moment, and we haven't really found too much as of late. And this is why we don't stick around with those. They have air support from Jimbo Crimbo, so we avoid that. And then we're going to loop back to where we started. We're not going to go all the way back up. I'm just going to use this as a way to get around. Let's avoid the lightning by hanging left. Okay, now that the lightning does not want a word with us, I'm going to keep hugging the left wall over here. Because if I go too far out, I may aggro them. Also, I may just aggro the ones overlooking me on the cliff up there. And if that happens... Okay, it didn't. So... we're actually good. Alright, and up here we have some rats that we're going to want to bait out. I think the two followers will just try to attack me with their axes. But either way, I don't want that happening while I'm cleaning the rats out, so... Okay, I recovered in time. Good, good, good. Get down there! Get down! Oh, and there's still one more? I think there's another that fell and it just can't get back up. Damn, that's good. There's also a chance I'll be able to... No way. May as well just pick one off before the other aggros. Oh no! Yeah! And I have plenty of poise on the charged R2. That's a couple down. And we're pretty much just going to go on a big loop around the area. And that will get us almost to all of them, and then we'll just clean up the last couple. There is also, as you can see, a tiny little Erdtree sapling up here that always has a golden seed under it. And then we're going to see something pretty cool. We're going to step out onto this ledge that's a part of this big supporting column, and then we're going to follow the path down here and jump up on the next ledge with Torrent. Had to hesitate not to say aggro. And then we just follow this around, and there is a stone sword key. But much cooler than that, we can see off into Moog's area, the mausoleum. Now we just have to backtrack the way we came to get back. And we don't even need to mount Torrent for that part. Now, I think there's also something back here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, there are a lot of little things. But when in doubt, always try to go behind the waterfall. Hell yeah. That'll make up for the one that I wasted back in the Chapel of Anticipation. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Who made camp here? Is this the old, camping grounds, that nomadic merchant? Can't imagine he got many customers. Maybe that's why he moved. Alright, this will take us back into the forest for a couple more braziers. The first of which is going to be right down here. Yeah, run up, backstab him, and then probably clean the rats up, and then do the other one. Whoop! Nope, it's plan B. Plan B, of course, is iframes. Now that we have reset the situation a little bit, whew, not getting it done with the dagger today, huh? It's coming off of the halberds. It's a lot of range to adjust to, or rather, it's a lot of no range to adjust to. Now we can kite these a little bit, deal with them in an orderly fashion. Oh, good. Okay. And we're just gonna leave that last one to tell the others what happened. You know, so they don't come messing with us anymore. Now we have a waygate that leads us kind of back towards where we came from. Not gonna use that just yet, because there are a couple of sites of grace that I have missed so far. One of them is up here near the elevator, towards the other elevator, the one that we didn't come in from. And if we skirt these just right, we don't get shot up. So we get the clarifying horn charm up here. And an elevator that we'll be coming back to at the end of the episode. The main reason that we came up here now is because just below it, there's a new site of grace for us. There's another one a little bit further back that we must have just run past. So we're going to backtrack to that one real quick, and then there is actually a brazier pretty close to it. So we'll clean that up as well on our way. And we don't really need the refill since we're on our way to a site of grace anyway, so I'm going to ignore the scarab. Not going to take the waygate. That'll actually take us a little bit too far. Instead, we're going to come back out here to this small lake, this flooded area, And then hang it left, and it should be right here. Dangerously close to the sentient lightning. And it looks like... Oh yeah, we're gonna have to trigger the lightning. Luckily, we are faster than the lightning bolts. And once you trigger them once, they discharge a couple times, and then you're totally fine. Oh, they don't like the lightning too much either. Okay. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Ambitious. Ambitious. Oh, good. Alright, now I've lost track of how many we've lit, but once we get the staircase in line of sight again, that'll be pretty easy to tell. I know that I only have a couple left. Can't remember if it's 2 or 3, though. Oh, you're gonna try to jump up here? I don't usually see them jump. Uh-oh. Ah, that's fine. Oh, I didn't have mana. And I tried to cast it point blank. We have another one up on the hill there. Don't know why this didn't pick up the first time. There we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, no. Maybe these are not the diabolical ones. They don't know how to bring out the true power of the bow yet. Don't worry. They'll learn. This, by the way, is where the waygate would have brought us up to. Ooh, somber smithing stone. Remember, those are for unique weapons. Well, we get a pretty good lay of the land from up there as well. Oh, that's a lot of them. Once again, iframes and cowardice. It will be our greatest asset. You cannot lose if you do not play. Now we're gonna keep hugging this this left edge of the cliff for a little bit, occasionally dipping inwards towards the road to get a couple of stray items. But if we keep following the edge of the cliff, eventually we're going to come across someone. We're not the only ones down here. There's someone else who came to search for something. Oh, hell yes! Oh, we got some Glovewort down here? Not what we came for, but Ghost Glovewort 3. Alright, we're gonna very carefully make our way forward. With some drops and some jumps. May have gone a little bit too far. No, I'm good. Just looked slightly off. Am I jumping there? If I am, I should do it on torrent. Why take the... Oh, wait, I'm not even going over here. Also, I am going down. So even if I had fallen, it wouldn't make any difference. And what's our reward? Why, it's dwelling arrows. But the real reward is the friends that we're going to meet along the way. Because once we jump down here... Oh, we can see the braziers from here. It is indeed just one more that we're missing. Before we light that, though, it's Blaidd!
Ah. Good to see you. Apologies, mate, but I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celibus. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right? Leave this place to me. If either of us learns anything, and if we reach a dead end, Celibus rarely gives a straight answer.
Yeah, that just makes me like Blaidd even more. He is a fellow Celibus hater. This can only mean good things. Now, we just have to find that one remaining brazier. And also, fun note from Blaidd, the Eternal City Nokron is within plain view of us down here. So it's also a subterranean city. So this is going to bring us a little bit further into Ronnie's and Blaidd's quest line. It's going to open up some new places for us later on. And in the meantime... Hello. That's the very final fire that we lit. So we can actually go and do something really, really cool. Now with all them lit, when we ascend the stairs to the Hallowhorn grounds this time... Oh, I'm in combat. It will not let me out. What is even in combat with me? Is it you? Is it them? I wanted to very quickly go check in with someone. That's somebody being Celibus. And we're here.
Begging for another lesson, so there remains much. Well, well. You're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
There we go. So now we're bringing Selin into Celibus' quest line. I like that the quests in Elden Ring, the individual character quest lines, they tend to intersect a lot more. And now if only I could find Celibus' introduction that he wrote us. Oh my god, why can I not find this? There it is! Scroll bearing a royal coat of arms, letter of introduction. I can't believe we went through all of that and it was nothing. Alright, well, we've met Selin before. We know where she's hanging out. So we're gonna really quickly take this over to her.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? Well, well. Celibus is not a name I ever wanted to hear again.
Oh yeah, same.
But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Carian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
So,
You
that's
wish to continue very well.
That's pretty huge. General Radahn is known as the Scourge of the Stars because he's holding them back. He's holding the stars back using gravity magic. They're being entirely literal about that. That is a hell of a feat. Okay, we're gonna take this knowledge back to Blaidd and see if he has anything new to say about that. And then we can get on with the boss fight.
Ah, well met. What news? So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Starscourge
Oh no, just
Radahn.
let him finish.
That reminds me of something I heard. There's a festival.
Just want to let him finish.
On the southern edge of the Caelid Wilds,
Festival Castle.
east of
Oh no! When something like that happens, I never want to cancel out of the dialogue to fight back because I'm afraid it'll just permanently skip the dialogue.
Ah, what news? So Rani's fate is kept in. That reminds me of something I heard. There's a festival being held at the castle on the southern edge of the Caelid Wilds, east of Limgrave. It's a festival of combat. And I heard that you can fight Radahn himself. He who's once called the strongest of all the demigods. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think it's worth investigating. I'll be on my way to this festival of Radahn. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet you at Redmane Castle in Caelid. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang. You're coming too, right? I'll meet you at Redmane Castle. The way ahead is
Alright. If we want to fight General Radahn, Starscourge, the man holding back the stars, we have to participate in his festival at Redmane Castle in Caelid. We know a bit about Caelid at this point. We're gonna leave whether or not we go for Radahn next until after we touch the horn remains, glowing with teal fire. I love this fight. The mood and the aesthetics of it alone are just... oh, God. Fantastic. It's got one of my favorite themes, too. It's this perfect combination of beauty and majesty and decay. And that's a really fundamental part of a lot of Souls boss designs, right? And it's just embodied so well here. There's a reason I chose this boss for the thumbnail. That amazing thumbnail that Hobo Vampire made. Although minor spoilers evident from both the trailer and that thumbnail, this isn't the only one. There are 2 versions, and the one we'll fight later is the true version and the visually the bigger treat. But this is a nice way to whet my appetite. We don't get a remembrance for that, but we do get some spirit ashes of the ancestral followers. And the opportunity to take a look around this cavern it was dwelling in. And just like it's a beautiful room full of decay. A spirit of the Horn folk who eschew letters and metalworking. Brawny and versed in distinctive spiritual arts, this particular tribesman wields a heavy bow. So they don't have a written alphabet, and they choose to not engage in metalworking. This kind of looks like it may have been a burial ground at one point. Oh, there it is. So we'll get one last look around, and then we're going to head back to this. This will take us out of the cave and back to the Hallowhorn grounds. And then once we're out there, we are going to go to that site of grace close to the elevator and see where that takes us up to. Alright, let's set up. We've spent enough time underground. We're heading back to the surface now. And to do that, we actually need a stone sword key to unlock this elevator. The one we came in from was in the Mistwoods in Limgrave. Where this brings us up to is a different story altogether. Everyone's suggestion was that if we want to reach Nokron the Eternal City, we're going to have to get the Cycle of the Stars going again, which means defeating General Radahn. Which means Blaidd is going to be our next zone to explore and to clear out. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.